Shabbat Shalom. This week, we're ending the book of Genesis, Sefer Parashat. It's the book of the great men of the Jewish people, of the Hebrews, starting from Adam to Noah, Shem, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all these great, great people. And the parsha, the portion of this week, begins with a very weird story. Jacob, on his dying bed, calling over Joseph and making him swear to him that he won't leave him to be buried in Egypt. He will take him up to the land of Israel, of Canaan, and bury him there with his forefathers, with Abraham, with Isaac, in Me'arat HaMachpelah. But it's like a real story. It takes a whole part of the parsha. The question is why? What's the big deal? Why is Jacob doing such a big deal, calling over Joseph, making him swear? So the commentaries right away come and say something very interesting. They come and say, Jacob didn't want to turn into an idol. He didn't want to be worshipped by the Egyptians, but they would turn him into what we call avodah zarah. Now it's very weird. Why would they turn him into avodah zarah? What is idol worshipping today? Idol worshipping looks so weird. It looks like it's something not real. But I think what Jacob did, and the fact that the Torah comes and teaches us this, they're trying to explain something very fundamental for our life, something crucial for our everyday life. Today, we turn ourselves into idols. We're always looking for idols. Some people want to be like Steve Jobs, some want to be like a great rabbi. Each one has his idol, what he wants to become, or how he wants to become. But it's why you do it. And that is our test in life. Jacob went through a lot of things in life, a lot of tests. Esau, Lavan, he went through a lot of things with Joseph and all that. He blessed people, he helped people, he was in depression, a lot of very difficult things. But he never ever did it to become an idol. He never ever did it. So we'll read in the Torah later on, we admire Jacob because of who he was. So many times in our personal lives, we try doing things to impress, to become an idol, so people admire us, so we're so great, so we're the leaders of business, we're the leaders in politics. Why are we doing things? It's to make ourselves reach our full potential. Not because we want people to worship us, but the reason we shouldn't do it is to become idols. We're not becoming idols. We're not trying for people to admire us. We want to become idols. We want to worship ourselves for living up to our full potential. There's a great story about Zusha. He was a rabbi 150, 200 years ago in the Hasidic movement. And on his dying bed, his students turned to him and say, Rebbe, teach us something towards the end of your days. He said, I'll teach you something. When I go up to heaven, and they turn to me and say, hey, why weren't you Moses, the great Moses? I'll be able to answer them with a thousand answers. But if they ask me why I wasn't Zusha, I'll stand still and quietly, because I won't have an answer for them. We live our lives to live our full potential, not so someone worships us. And that is Jacob's message. Shabbat Shalom.